Hi.
Hi.
Are you all right?
This isn't one of my happiest mornings, but I'm glad to see you. Come in.
I got your message about the fight with Cece. Is he here?
No, he certainly is not.
You know, I knew it was going to be rough when you finally told him.
The thing is, TJ, I didn't tell him. How do you like that?
I don't understand.
Thompson told him. He beat me to it.
What? Thompson told him?
Oh, yeah. Found and confessed the whole thing.
Well, that's weird. What would he gain from that?
I don't know. And I think it's pretty weird, too, unless he just got very scared or thought he was going to be caught or something. If I'd only gone to Cece first. Oh, is he angry? Angry and bitter and disappointed.
Well, he's not going to do anything to you, is he? I mean, legally?
No. Oh, no, he'd never prosecute or anything. But he's really making my life hell.
God, I'm so sorry. I wish I could help.
I don't really think that anyone can help. He left last night. He didn't come home.
Look, that happens all the time in major fights. I mean, you did it before. You probably just wanted some time alone. And he'll probably come back this morning to work it out.
Yeah. That's what I keep telling myself. But you see, I've never really seen him this angry. And I'm beginning to think he's not going to come back at all. So cute when you were sleeping. Cece, it's morning. Probably not a very good morning, but I have coffee for you.
Oh, my God, where am I?
You mean you're honest and you don't remember coming here last night?
Oh, vaguely. Oh.
Well, I should be flattered you came here at all. Come on, drink some coffee, Cece.
My arm hurts me. Oh.
Oh. You don't remember how you got here, and I don't remember if you take cream or sugar.
I don't want it. I don't want anything. I just want to be able to sit up.
Poor dear. Things we do to ourselves.
Oh, my teeth feel soft.
Come on. Why don't I make you some breakfast like I used to?
I don't want anything. A lot of food makes me nauseous.
Oh, you really are in rotten shape. I'm sorry. Daddy. Well, good morning, you two. Well, this makes almost the whole family here. What are you doing here?
You know, I was really worried about you all alone in Mr. Espinosa's room. I think I fell asleep for about 5 minutes, and I had bad dreams.
Oh, I'm sorry, baby. As you can see, I'm all right. Which ain't necessarily a good thing.
Sounds good to me. Why isn't it good for you?
Well, it means this thing is probably going to go down the way we guessed. And the killer trying to take advantage of all the activity surrounding today's meeting. And that means we only have a few hours to get all of our security in place.
Where's Mr. Espinosa now?
He's upstairs waiting to be brought down. I just stole a few minutes away because I wanted to see you. You're looking good. Where's Kane?
I don't know. Haven't seen him all morning.
Well, when you do see him, will you tell him to...
Of course. Have you seen Andrea?
No.
I thought she was with you, man.
She was. I blew it. I was pretending to be asleep to see what she'd do, and the next thing I know, she's out of the room. I went after her, but she was gone. I don't know where she went. She disappeared in thin air.
Well, the time has finally come. Remember, we only get one shot at this. So make it count.
Now, I know this must look a little odd to you, sweetheart. Please, let me explain, all right?
Your father didn't know you were back in Santa Barbara.
I came back yesterday, Daddy. I was going to call you at home today.
Oh, I am so glad to see you back. I really am. Please, welcome home, Angie. Welcome home.
Trevor, darling, why don't we let Kelly and her father talk? I'm sure they have a number of things to say to each other. Come on, I'll fix you some breakfast.
Yeah, okay, baby, if you need me.
Mm-hmm.
Look, darling, don't jump to conclusions. I spent the night here, that's all.
But why, Daddy? What happened?
Well, there's no easy way to say this. Your mother and I had an argument, and I walked out.
And you came here? Why would you come here?
Look, I can understand you being upset, but there are circumstances you know nothing about.
Daddy, I am looking at the circumstances right now, and I am shocked. What did you and Mother fight about? What she did?
What do you mean?
I mean that she hired someone to sabotage the oil well.
You know about that?
Yes, I know about that. I found out by accident. That's why I left town.
You must know how I feel.
In a way, yes, I do.
I mean, your mother, of all people, your mother.
But, Daddy, I feel a little differently about it right now. I've had some time to think about it, and I'm not saying what Mother did was right, but I know she didn't do that damage on purpose. She was doing it to get at Pamela.
Look, I admire you standing up for her. I really do, but don't you see what she...
No, she did it for the family. Don't you see? We have been so torn apart from each other. She was doing it if she got rid of Pamela. Maybe it would bring us back together again.
Don't you see what you're doing? You're making excuses for her. You can't make excuses now. This damage to the lives and private heartache to countless people. How can I just overlook my wife and say that she was upset?
Daddy, she was not directly responsible for this. She hired someone.
I know all about it. The man came to me, that bum came to me. He confessed to everything, even confessed to the blackmailing. It's over with. He's gone. We got to deal with the wreckage that's left over. That's what we have to do.
That's right. And the only way to deal with it is to go home to her and settle it. Go work it out, Daddy, because the longer you wait, the longer it's gonna...
I don't know, baby. I don't know if I can do that. I don't know if I want to do that.
Sophia, you don't know how bad I feel about all this, and I can imagine what you're going through.
Well, in a way, TJ, despite his anger and the things he said to me, I think maybe I'm a little relieved. I mean, it's over. It's finally out in the open, and he took care of Thompson for me, like he usually does. So, maybe now I can rebuild, maybe.
I wish I could be there for you. See you through it all. Just see more of you.
Jay.
I know. I just thought maybe dinner sometime this week. Yeah. It's just, you know how I feel about you. And I don't want to see you unhappy. I just want to help.
Boy, you are a help.
I am?
Yeah. You just have no idea how much you've helped me, how much you've gotten me through this. I couldn't have gotten through all this without your friendship. But you realize, I mean, that we can't, we have to back off from this. Because I can't give him any more reason to distrust me.
Yeah, I understand. Look, you don't have anything to worry about with Cece. You gotta be crazy not to come back to a wonderful lady like you. I just think you ought to figure out whether you want him back.
I strongly suggest you find her.
I'm already going crazy trying to do just that.
Keep at it, man. I mean, tear this place apart if you have to. We're kind of racing the clock, you know? The meeting is scheduled to start within 5 hours. If she's not here by 1, we're going to have to go to the alternate plan.
All right, I'll do everything I can.
All right.
Alternate plan?
Oh, yeah, I was going to mention this to you.
You were?
Tony. Yeah. Yeah, if, we may have to move the meeting if we fail to locate a potential assassin.
You know, I know that we're supposed to be working together on this, but
This is not like the old days, Cruz. I mean, you've been out of the INID a long time now.
I haven't been on a bicycle in a long time either. Some things you don't forget how to do, my man.
Yeah, well, I thought I made it clear to you before that you're to leave the nuts and bolts of this operation to the professionals.
Well, I guess I haven't made it clear to you there is somebody around here waiting to put a bullet in somebody else's head.
I see. And if there were an assassin out there, don't you suppose that the Secret Service would know about it?
Who says they don't? They could be operating from inside the firm,
Oh, give me a break.
Hey, you give me a break and listen to me. These people may have the trust of somebody inside the Secret Service. Now, I'm telling you, we have a problem on our hands, and we can't treat it like business as usual. Now, you've known me a long time. You've ever known me to be an alarmist?
Ah, no, I wouldn't classify you that way.
Good. If I'm being overly cautious, forgive me. Can you afford to take a chance with these guys' lives? I can't.
No, I haven't killed him yet. Because the opportunity hasn't presented itself, that has nothing to do with it. Look, I told you, nothing will stand in the way of my completing this mission now. I just... Wait a minute. Look, someone's trying to get in my room. I'll get back to you.
What kind of work experience are we talking about here?
Well, I worked in a department store for a while. That was kind of a weird job. I did the window displays at night.
Sounds wild. You work with naked mannequins?
Of course I worked with mannequins. Let me tell you, they take on very strange personalities at about 3 in the morning.
I understand you work by yourself?
Well, except for the mannequins, yeah.
Really? Must have gotten kind of lonely doing that.
Yeah, well, sometimes did, sure.
So how long did you have this engagement for?
That lasted for about a year, and then I decided to go into business for myself. I made these custom candles, and I sold them at some of the craft fairs around
Did you
town.
really?
Yeah.
That's terrific. I didn't know you were an artist.
Well, I wouldn't go that far. Actually, I had this bad accident one night, practically burned my kitchen down, so I decided to give that up. You know, that's what Johnny's needs. You need some candles on these tables.
No, I thought you were going to say what Johnny's needs is to be burned down. I would definitely agree with you there. That would add a touch of class.
Oh, class. It has class. It's in its own kind of crazy way.
Sweetie, people come in here, they say that they like my cooking, and the way it tastes anyway. I know they're not too crazy about the way it looks. Maybe that's where you come in. You could maybe help me out a little bit on the presentational aspects of food design. You know, yuppies nowadays, they like designer food.
Well, you know, I could try, sure, but I just don't know anything about that kind of stuff.
Oh, it can't be too rough. All it takes is a little taste in color. I don't have it. You do. I get a book, and we could work on it together. Huh?
Yeah, sure. That would be fun. And I'm willing to try anything once.
Dig this. We finally got some company in here. You recognize this guy? He's on all the billboards last summer. That is the Beast from Beast Cologne. He must have left his bearskin outside.
I didn't put that together. You know, I met him with you at Julie's when you guys were babysitting for Samantha, but I didn't put it together.
I'm sorry
Should I
for
wait
that.
on him? Do you want me to wait on him?
Try out your new ways. Go ahead.
All right, here I go. Morning.
Hi.
You know what you want, or do you need another minute or two? Or?
No, I'll have the number 2 breakfast and a large OJ.
Okay. Number 2 and a large OJ. Nice to see you again.
Oh, yeah, right. It's nice to see you, too.
So I'll put this in for you right away. He wants the number 2 in a large orange juice. He sure seems kind of sad.
Yeah, well, he has every reason to be. His fiancée was hit by a hit-and-run drunk driver, killed, not more than 2 weeks ago.
Oh, man.
Yeah, I'm a little worried about him. Yeah, I figured he'd be pulling out of it by now, but he just seems to get deeper and deeper into his depression.
What happened to Kelly?
She went out a little while ago.
Where?
She didn't say.
What did you explain?
Listen, I appreciate your hospitality, but I have to be going now.
Well, you have to have something in your stomach. I've already made breakfast.
I don't want to. I got some thinking to do, and I've got less appetite than I had before.
Well, you will let me know what happened.
We'll find out one way or the other. Jeffrey?
You know, the way you feel about him is written all over your face. What is it? You see an opening now, so you think you can make your move? Is that it? Huh?
Jeffrey, that's insulting. Do you really think I'd take advantage of a situation like this?
Don't you see what you're doing? To Kelly and me by going after him? I mean, look what happened already. She ran out. She didn't even tell me.
Jeffrey, you're wrong. Cece was troubled. He came here. He needed someone to talk to. We were married once for years. And we've had to have dealings together, and some of the wounds have begun to heal. I think maybe we can be friends. Well, who more normal to come talk to than me?
It looked more like he was lost to me. Exactly the right frame of mind to be taken advantage of, yes?
I don't believe you're saying this. Why are you so hostile? You might as well accuse me of blowing up my own well.
Look, I'm not accusing you of anything. I'm just trying to make you aware of how dangerous this could be. I mean, if you got involved with CC, do you honestly think Kelly would ever want to have anything more to do with you? And where the hell does that leave me, huh? Where does that leave me? Don't you see? We would all end up having to choose sides. Don't you see that?
Well, whose side would you be on, Jeffrey?
I'd be with Kelly, which is where I'm going now, to try and find her and help her, if I can.
Look, even if there is somebody lurking out there, the Secret Service is going to stop them before they have a chance to do anything. This hotel is swarming with agents.
I know.
We have security devices everywhere, metal detectors at all access points to the hotel. Nobody could possibly make their way up here with a gun.
Tony, the person we're looking for is from the intelligence community. They would know the latest security technology backwards and forwards.
Will you relax? We are well trained to stay one step ahead of anybody who might be trying to harm the people that we are assigned to protect. Morning, sir.
Okay.
Now, look, with him around, you don't really think we're going to drop the ball here, do you?
Yeah. Just thought you ought to know some flowers are on the way up in the elevator.
Somebody suspicious looking, really.
Well, you're really playing this to the hilt.
Thanks for letting me know. That was a friend of mine down in the lobby, and he said somebody suspicious looking just got on this elevator.
Right, well, don't sweat it, you know? I mean, 98% of the security agents in the building look suspicious.
Tony,
So,
I'm
look.
sure your faith in your equipment and your procedures is well placed, but just this one time, humor me, because I'm a little nervous about this, okay? Just this once, please. Thanks. Step back.
What's going on? Shut your mouth, spread your legs. Listen, I didn't do anything.
Cruz, what the hell do you think you're doing?
Okay. Hold this, will you, please? I suppose it's the latest thing to build bouquets around 357 Magnums these days. All the best peace conferences getting them that way. Is that the way it is, pal?
What are you talking about?
I'm talking about this. I don't believe it. Okay, all right. Tony, leave him alone. It's cool. Here's me. Sorry they had to get a little out there. Jimmy, you okay?
Yeah, you guys play a little rough, though, don't you?
Yeah, we had to sell it, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Thank you.
What's going on?
That was a demonstration, Tony.
I hired my friend here to help me make a point. You see, even the most sophisticated security systems can be breached.
How did he get a gun past the metal detectors?
I planted that gun behind a panel in the elevator.
You did?
Yesterday I did. And the person I'm looking for has had access to this hotel for weeks.
Let me tell you something. That's a lousy way to make a point.
The important thing is I made it. Now maybe you and me can talk options?
Sure, spell it out.
Be happy to. First thing we're going to do is move the site of the meeting. We're going to have it at the Orient Express. You and I are going to handle security by ourselves. Nobody else is going to find out about the change until the last minute. That way, hopefully, this information will not fall into the wrong hands.
Y'all done?
Except with this. Could I get another OJ, please?
Sure. I just wanted to tell you that I'm really sorry about what happened to your girlfriend.
Oh, thanks.
Pearl told me that it was a hit-and-run drunk driver.
Yeah, it was.
Must be really terrible for you.
It was worse for her.
Yeah, of course. I don't mean to interfere. I just want to let you know that I'm sorry about what happened.
Thanks.
You know, I guess I don't realize how really lucky I am sometimes, because whenever I start to feel sad or get depressed, I just think about my baby, and it reminds me that I'm not alone and that there's somebody else who depends on me.
Yeah, that's important.
You know, if you've never seen a newborn before, they really are the most amazing little creatures. Maybe when I bring her home from the hospital next week, you might, come by and see her.
Yeah, why not?
So do you like kids?
Well, sure. Haley and I talked about having them. Listen, what does your husband do?
Oh, well, I'm not married.
I mean, you're gonna be raising your child on your own.
Yeah.
Aren't you scared?
Well, what do you mean?
Well, raising a child's a tremendous responsibility. I mean, aren't you worried that you're not gonna know exactly what to do?
Sure, as a matter of fact, I'm real worried about it. But the closer I get to bringing her home from the hospital, the more I realize that whatever it takes to make things work out, well, that's what I'll do.
It's a big job. I admire your courage.
Well, I've got a lot to learn. But I'm looking forward to it. I mean, life's an adventure, right? Sometimes you just gotta have a little trust, a little faith.
Oh, baby. Glad. Oh, I'm so glad. Oh, I missed you. I missed you, Mama. Hi. I can't. It's so awful to know that you left because of me.
No, it's okay. It was my problem, too. And I just needed some time to work some things out for myself. And I thought of you a lot. I did.
And you and Jeffrey, are you okay? I mean, I've caused
Well, we're
problems with
fine.
you two.
We're fine. Don't worry about it. We are closer than ever. I'm just worried about Daddy. I saw him a little while ago, and he told me that he found out. What are you going to do, Mama?
I don't know. I don't know. I'm just gonna try to convince him that what I did was because I love him so much and I love my family.
But haven't you told him that, Mother?
Oh, Kelly, I didn't have a chance. I mean, I tried, but he was enraged and angry and disappointed, and he ran out. I sure would like to know when he's gonna come back.
You want me to get it? Okay.
No, I will. Hi. Kelly's here.
Yeah, I thought she might be.
Oh. What are you doing here?
I've come to get you. And there's something I want to say to your mother as well. Look, obviously, I can't condone what you did, but I can, in a certain sense, understand what made you do it.
Yeah?
Yeah. You see, all these tensions between our families, they've affected a lot of us for a long time now, and they've gotten in the way of a lot of things. I would like us, if possible, to try and start over. As long as the damages are taken care of, I do want us to try and forget this. If that's possible.
That's very generous of you. Yes, it is. It's a great relief to know that we're not going to be enemies.
Well, you know, about Cece, I wouldn't worry too much about him. I'm sure he'll come round. You know, he's just a little shaken up right now.
Yeah, I hope so. Thank you for coming here. Thank you.
Don't tell me you're at it again. After last night?
Since when am I accountable to you? You don't like my action, tell yourself that it's none of your business.
Well, it wouldn't be, but you keep dragging me into it. You came to my house last night, remember? Yes, Sir John?
Not if you're going to stay long.
You get more charming every year. Do you remember how you used to always come to me with your troubles?
No, I don't.
Yes, you do. Old habits die hard.
That was another era, Pamela.
Yes, well, eras have a way of overlapping. Think about what happened at the boathouse.
I'd rather not.
Well, I just mean sometimes memory we think we've buried. They have a sudden way of coming back to the surface.
Will you knock this off? I got a big decision to make. I'd like to make it alone if you don't mind.
You mean you're not even going to buy me lunch?
I wasn't even considering it.
Look, I realize you've got a marital crisis at home, but everybody has to eat.
No, with me they don't.
All right. No hard feelings.
No feelings of any kind. Would you please remember that?
It's bad enough you're not going to feed me. You don't have to insult me, too.
Hi, Mrs. Conrad.
Hello, DJ. Oh, you're looking fit.
Thank you. So are you.
DJ, can I speak to you for a moment?
Yeah, sure. How are you, Mr. Capwell?
Not very good. You could have some lunch?
No, I just came in for a drink.
That's interesting. Here I am investing in your company. You're drinking at the competitors. Say something about something, doesn't it?
I don't think you have to worry about your investment, Mr. Capwell.
No, I'm really not going to. But there really wasn't any investment now, was there? There's some of that you and Sophia dreamed up to deceive me.
Just hold on a second.
That's all right, that's all right. Don't even bother denying it. I happen to know the problems that Sophia had. I also happen to know that you helped her pay off that blackmailing scum, Thompson.
Somebody had to help her. I mean, she sure wasn't getting any help from the people she turned to.
Meaning me. She never did turn to me. Tell me something, my man. What did you get out of it?
What did I get out of it?
Yeah.
How about just the pleasure of helping somebody that was in trouble?
Is that all?
I hope I'm not understanding what you're implying.
I'm not implying anything. Look, you have done Sophia and me some small favor, and we do appreciate it. However, we would prefer if you stayed away from my family. We always seem to do better without outside interference.
Look, Mr. Capwell, I do my best not to interfere in other people's lives. But if somebody's going to come to me with trouble, I sure as hell am not going to turn my back on them. And that goes for the future as well.
I want to thank you again, Mr. Castillo, for standing in for me last night. It was my pleasure, sir. It takes a remarkable kind of man to place his own life in such jeopardy for someone he barely knows. Well, I felt I was protecting what your presence at this meeting represents to the cause of world peace, and it made it easy.
Sometimes I have to laugh at the ironies. I mean, here I am, trying to make the world a safer place to live in, and the fates respond by sending an assassin to kill me. But when I wake up in the morning and realize that there's someone out there who wants me dead, it's a strange feeling.
I can imagine.
But those are the things that I cannot dwell on. If we are successful, the world will owe its salvation to people like yourself, working behind the scenes, people who risk so much to make it all possible.
Thank you, sir. Good luck.
To both of us. I think we're going to need it.
I still can't believe what you said to my mother today. And I know it wasn't easy for you. As it wasn't easy for me to come to terms with what she did either.
But now you have.
I think I just understand it better. I mean, when things got out of control, it wasn't her fault, I don't think.
Well, I don't know about that, but I meant what I said. I do want us to try and somehow forget this and all live together, coexist peacefully, you know?
Yeah, well, so do I.
As far as your father goes, I don't know if he'd be able to handle that, though.
No, I don't either. I tell you, he's not famous for being forgiving.
Yeah.
When I told you what happened the last time, he didn't mention Mother's name for years, and neither did the kids. I am so tired of family problems, I can't tell you.
Yeah. Well, at least let's you and I make an agreement that from now on, we don't let anyone else's problems get in the way of our happiness, okay? All right?
I'd love to agree with that, but it's not that easy. I mean, it's hard not to be affected by all this and to just remain neutral.
Yeah, well, then we'll have to find a way. I tell you, when you were in New York, I realized how totally and completely lost I was without you.
I'm sorry I worried you so much. I am. I mean, I needed to get away, but I should have told you.
Yeah, well, I don't ever want to let things get to that point again, never.
No. Okay, so let's make a deal then. We will talk about and discuss anything and everything, no matter how stupid it is and trivial and... Okay?
We have to.
Okay.
We have to.
So, what about where we're staying? Where we're sleeping? Should we talk about that?
Yeah, well, I mean, we can talk about it, but I don't really see that there's anything to object to, unless, of course, you want to move to you want to move to another room down the hall?
Nah.
No?
I mean, we could just stay here permanently. That's what I'm thinking.
It's tempting.
Yeah.
I mean, if we did, there's all sorts of things that we could get up to.
Such as?
Well, such as the excellent, exceptional room service for one. And you get it like that instantly.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Anything you want?
Anything.
Well, suppose I want you.
Suppose you do.
Well, could I get it? Instantly?
I am happy to announce, Mrs. Conrad, that our exceptional service here makes no exception whatsoever.
Hello.
Hi.
You're Dr. Clark's nurse, right?
Yes, I am. Are you a patient of Dr. Clark?
No, I'm Eden Capwell. Dr. Clark worked on a friend of mine, Pearl Bradford.
Oh, yes, of course. I'm sorry. I remember you now.
Are you taking care of somebody who's sick?
No, I volunteered for special duty as part of an emergency medical team here at the hotel.
Oh.
I think the reason why they picked me probably had a lot to do with Scott's generous recommendation.
Oh, come on. I'm sure you deserved it.
Well, isn't all this exciting? This must be a very important conference. Did you see all the reporters outside?
Oh, yeah. It's quite a throng.
Well, I've got to go. It was nice talking to you.
Yeah, nice talking to you, too.
Listen, can I talk to you for a second?
Sure, why?
Well, the meeting is going to start any minute, and Kane still hasn't checked in with me. Have you heard anything from him?
No?
Well, damn it, where the hell can he be?
I don't know. Do you think you're going to have to cancel the meeting?
We'd have to be up to our necks in trouble before the Secret Service would listen to me on that. This is weird. I guess I'll just go on upstairs again and help out. But you call me in the banquet room if you hear anything, all right?
I will. Be careful.
Are they always?
You know, I've been doing some thinking. Maybe you should get out of this detective business.
I thought you liked excitement.
This isn't really exciting.
Hopefully it won't get any more exciting. I'll see.
Bye. Richard.
Worried about you.
I don't really think there's anything to say right now.
Do you want me to prompt you?
Why? Is there some accusation of me that you missed? Is there another way that you want to insult me?
Oh, no, wait a minute. You did your share of humiliation. I'm hurt, too.
Good. Then I think it's best we don't talk about it.
Cece, no matter how angry you are with me, no matter how you can justify your anger right now, the most important thing that we have to do is talk to each other. And I don't mean yell, I mean really talk. I thought maybe when you pulled off, you'd give me a chance to explain why I did this terrible thing, and it was a terrible thing to do.
You explained it. Noble motives. You wanted Pamela out of town.
You know, I wanted her out of our lives, and out of Kelly and Jeffrey's lives, and out of Mason's lives. She's evil and destructive, Cece.
Tell me something. How do you characterize what you did? Trying to get her out of town the way you did, would you not call that destructive?
It wasn't malicious. It was accidental. Pamela has wanted to split us apart ever since she came back to this town. That's the primary reason she came back, and she told me that herself. I had to get rid of her. I felt I had to get rid of her before she destroyed anything else.
Understand something. I wanted her out of this town as much as you did. All you had to do was trust me to take care of it.
You weren't doing anything. I was starting to believe you were accepting her back here. You were certainly spending enough time with her, working together to look for the saboteur.
Well, that shows how much faith you had in me.
You see, everybody has insecurities, and I certainly have mine, and everything you did just fed them.
Why didn't you come and talk to me about it? You could have confided in me. You didn't tell me what you're trying to do, what you were going to do. You talk about me keeping secrets. You kept the best secret in town, didn't you? A long time ago, you deceived me about something. You kept a horrible thing hidden from me. And you swore that you would never do it again.
I thought that I could get this done, I could get it over with, and no one would be hurt.
Oh, really? This thug you hired, what do you think he's going to use? Polite conversation? Polite persuasion? What did you expect to happen?
I didn't know, and I didn't want to know. I just told him what I wanted to do. Maybe if I'd thought ahead, I thought maybe he'd intimidate her or threaten her.
Oh, I can't really believe you're that naive. I really can't.
Well, maybe I was, but my God, you know me well enough. I wouldn't hire someone to blow up an oil rig.
I don't know what you're capable of anymore. I don't even know what I'm capable of anymore. All I know is it feels like I've been living with a stranger all this time.
Cece, wait a split. Where are you going? We can't leave it like this.
Well, maybe we just have to go on like this. We just have to fight our way through it, don't you think?
Can't live like this. With the unspoken anger and hostility. It hurts too much.
Your lack of trust for me caused this whole thing to happen. Yes. I only came back to get some of my clothes.
Mexico.
Damn it, don't you know who I am? I had her! I had her! What the hell is this? This man is the head of hotel security. Let him go. What's going on?
Andrea went into an air conditioning shaft. I was on her tail until these goons grabbed me.
Simple. We're gonna get every one of those people out of this room immediately. Come on, let's go.